The idea was to use the reindeer milk and turn it into breakfast. I'm basing it on scrambled eggs on toast. Now for the toast, I'm actually going to make some brioche. Brioche is essentially really buttery bread. The difference with these small loaves is I've incorporated some mincemeat into the dough. These need to go into the oven for about 45 minutes. Now to my reindeer milk. I've decided to turn it into ice cream because of how great the frozen milk tasted in Siberia, and to put it on top of my brioche. To make this, I start by mixing egg yolks and unrefined caster sugar. This has a slight molasses note, which adds a lovely complexity to the dish. So the eggs and sugar have been whisking for about 5 minutes. Now I need to heat some milk up. And here, I've got the reindeer milk. This is very high fat, between 16 and 25%, which makes it incredibly rich, but I just need to temper that a little bit with some skim milk. I heat the milk until it's hot but not boiling, and then slowly add it to the mixture in the bowl, whisking the whole time. So that once that's incorporated, pour this back into the pan. Once the mixture reaches 70 degrees, I hold it there for 5 minutes to pasteurize the mix. So the next stage is to cool this down as quickly as possible. Just going to plunge it into a bucket of ice. So here are the brioche loaves. They've come out of the oven and I've left them to cool on the cake rack. So when they're cold, I need to slice a couple of slices. You can see the mincemeat running through the loaf. Now, I soak the brioche in a mixture of egg, milk, cream, sugar, some walnut liqueur and some vanilla seeds. What I'm making here is in essence posh eggy bread. Put the brioche into the pan in which I've got some sizzling clarified butter. It's important to do 2 processes to this, the butter first, then the caramel afterwards. That way you get a wonderful crust that's also very delicate. The idea is the bread slices themselves will be soaked with this wonderful creamy mixture, so they'll be it will be semi-liquid inside. Once the slices are nicely golden, take out of the pan and give the pan a quick clean with a dry cloth. Then add some unrefined caster sugar. I use this because it has low water content, so it caramelizes really quickly. And take the brioche slices and pop them back in. Just be very careful, this is incredibly hot. Add a little more sugar on top of the slices and turn them to get an even coating of the golden caramel. Then drain the slices and put them on the plate. So the next step is to butter the toast. Now I've got over here is some brandy butter. So combine butter, brandy and sugar. And in here we've got some mincemeat, which is made with a range of dried fruit, spices. There's a bit of walnut in there as well. Just a touch of that on the side. So there's the butter toast of the mincemeat. Now before I scramble the eggs or scramble the ice cream, wouldn't be breakfast without bacon, would it? So over here I've got some crystallized bacon. I've got taken pancetta, frozen it, sliced it in really thin as possible, and then just dried it in the oven. So you get this wonderful crisp, sweet bacon. So there's the bacon on toast. It's just missing the scrambled eggs, which I'm going to do right now. We're not scrambling them with heat. I'm going to scramble them with this liquid nitrogen. The great thing about this technique is that because the nitrogen is minus 197 degrees centigrade, the ice crystals that form are tiny, making the ice cream really creamy and smooth. Here we are, my nitro scrambled reindeer milk ice cream on toast.